look like you can defend yourself. Welcome to Camp Tamrith. And by the light, we'll be ready for the Mad Lizard. We were tracking him when we ran into these poor displaced people. We threw together this camp to shelter the refugees from Crestshade and the surrounding countryside. Since my sister decided to visit, I must secure the camp. To this end, I need someone to find Jonah Morose. Jonah claimed he could sense Rizal Jul, made the other refugees nervous. He and his mother fled the camp and disappeared. A good soldier relies on solid information, as well as a brave heart and a worthy weapon. Is there anything else you want to ask me before you head out? I've met a few Argonians in my time. An interesting bunch, connected to nature, calm, strange sense of humor. Rizal Jul is nothing like that. He's evil to the core. Where Montclair found him is beyond me, but he's served the Baron for years. Spreading chaos. He's using some sort of blood curse to turn innocent people into mindless blood fiends. Makes them feral. All you can do is kill them and put them out of their misery. By the light, it makes me so angry.
Go away. Leave us alone. I don't want to become a blood fiend. Stop talking to me. Bad voice, go away. Mother, please help me. We'll make you better, Mother. I promise. Quiet. The bad one will taste your words on the air. He's coming closer. Blood fiends accompany him. So many blood fiends. They want our blood. I saw Rizal Jul in a dream. It was the night Crestshade was attacked. I could feel his presence. Now I always sense him. He watches, he waits, he's coming for us. Mother's worried sick about all this. Mother's fine. I'm fine too. We're all fine here. Fine. No. That would be bad. I scared the others. They didn't like me. Besides, I don't want to draw Rizal Jul to the camp. Tell the captain I'm sorry. I'll stay here. Maybe he'll leave the camp alone if I hide here with Mother.
We didn't even have a moment's warning. By RK, the vampires. They struck so fast. When the vampires attacked, Genevieve and Darian charged right into the thick of the battle. I lost sight of them since I stayed to defend the camp, but I could hear Genevieve calling out orders. Perhaps some of the guards saw what happened after that. Here, take these healing poultices. You might as well help me tend to the soldiers while you're talking to them. I'd appreciate it, and so will they. After that, find my sister. She has a tendency to get into trouble when I'm not right beside her.
Did Countess Tamrith give you a poultice for me? I could use a little something to dull this pain. Thank you. This will help my wounded arm. The vampires, they attacked without warning. We lost a lot of good people today. No, I'm sorry. Everything was happening so fast. There was a lot of yelling, a lot of crying, and a lot of confusion. I wish I could be of more help.
Give me a few moments to catch my breath, and I'll be back on my feet in no time. Thank you. For a noble, the Countess sure knows how to make a proper poultice. I took a few hits, but I'm luckier than most, I suppose. I just hope none of my friends come back as blood fiends. I really don't want to deal with that. She ordered us to defend the camp and protect the refugees. Then she was off. Like a whirlwind, our captain is. I heard her shout something about spotting Riz Al Jul, but then she was too far away to hear over the sound of battle.
These poor bastards. They're just trying to find someplace safe, but disaster seems to follow after them. Ah, a healer's poultice. Good. I prefer a bandage over a potion. I always found healing potions to taste rather like bog iron ale after it was strained through sweaty horsehair. She tore after what looked like a dark cloud to the west over by the river. Pretty sure it was that necromancer we were hunting. The captain loathes necromancy and the dark arts. Probably why she was so intent on going after him.
It's merely a flesh wound. Think nothing of it. I'm worried about Captain Genevieve, though. She caught sight of Riz Al Jul and rushed after him. I, of course, followed. His vampires surrounded us, and while I was fighting them off, the good captain was dragged away. They took Genevieve into the cave. Hurry! You need to save her. I can barely stand. I'd just slow you down. I'll send reinforcements your way. If any show up, that is. I can't believe a blasted vampire actually got a decent cut in on me. But I was pretty busy trying to protect Genevieve. The House Tamrith sisters are both brave and good women. Please help Genevieve if you can. The Shornhelm soldiers were diligent enough, but I think that thrice-damned Argonian used magic to mask their approach. They moved in so quickly and quietly that a good third of the camp was down before Genevieve and I could react. Oh yes, indeed. If I could get my hands on that damn lizard, I swear I'd make a pair of boots from his hide. And then I'd put them on and stomp through troll poop. The people in the camp were just villagers. Now most are dead. Poor bastards. Mother is hungry. Mother is hungry, but it makes me a little sick to watch her eat. Are you looking for the captain? They dragged her into the cave. Bad one is going to do terrible things to her. Rizal Jewel likes to take parts from different bodies and make entirely new creatures. That's probably what he'll do to the captain. Or turn her into a blood fiend. The cave is full of vampires. Maybe you should use the secret tunnel. Please, please don't hurt me. I need to take care of Mother. I'll tell you what you want to know. The tunnel is over there. It's small, hard to spot. Secret. I saw Rizal Jewel come in and out of there. There. I helped. Mother always says I should help others. Just squeeze through there.
Feast, my children. Feast on bones
If you hurt my sister, I'll kill you myself! Where's my sister? Where is she? Thank the light! Genevieve, my sister! You're alive! Wait, what happened to... No! No! Not you, Genevieve! Not you!
What? Where am I? Sister? What has he done to me? What have I done?
Genevieve! Oh, Genevieve! We'll figure this out. Just stay calm. Please, I need your assistance.
What have I done? What have I done? I thought I could kill the bastard, but instead he turned me into a monster!
Genevieve, my sister. Rizal Jewel afflicted her with his blood curse. She's becoming a vampire. Vampires are evil. Totally, utterly evil. But by RK, this is my sister. I wish there was another way. But I must be strong. Vampires are unholy, evil. I can't let my sister become one of these monsters. She has to die. It will be a mercy. Please, talk to Genevieve. Try to comfort her while I pray over my decision.
I can see it in your eyes. I'm turning, becoming one of those things. No, I refuse to give in to despair. I want to live. God damn it, I want to live! I heard what my sister said. She thinks I'm evil, unholy. But it's still me. I'm still the shield of House Tamrith. I'm still her little sister. We've seen it before. Not every vampire is a monster. I can control this. I want to live. Thank you, my friend. You are wise and merciful. I will prove to my sister that I am still the woman she knows and loves. I will never succumb to this affliction. I will never betray House Tamrith or Rivenspire.
This decision will come back to haunt us. Mark my words. Let's just get out of this vile cave and let the light guide our path.
I'm sorry I missed being able to shove my blade deep into Rizal Jewel. I was kind of looking forward to that. I'll make sure Captain Genevieve gets the same training I received. It's the least I can do.
Thank you for your trust and faith in me. I won't forget it.
I call this a successful day. We beat Rizal Jewel and we saved the lovely Captain Genevieve. You know what would make it even better? If I can convince all these lovely ladies to join me for a drink at the nearest tavern.
Pray that your decision to save my sister wasn't a mistake. I shall look to RK for tolerance, but I'm not sure I'll ever accept that this vampire is really Genevieve. Yes, our work here is done. Now, we must turn our attention to the traitorous Baron Montclair. But before we go, know that I am grateful you saved my sister. I just hope that your mercy doesn't turn out to be a terrible mistake.
Verandis and Gwendis have taught me so much. I know I can control the urges. Soon I'll be ready to get back out there and help the people of Rivenspire.
You have given me much to consider. Unfortunately, I fear such thoughts may keep me up at night.
Ready to move on, hero? Veranda sent word to me. I know where we need to go next. There's an old ruin in the Lorkrata Hills, northeast of Shornhelm. Veranda said his research led him there and he needs your help. Why he needs you when he has me, I'll never understand. But he is the master, as he constantly reminds me. They won't be needed at the Lorkrata ruins. That's for you and Verandis to deal with. I'll bring her ladyship up to speed about what's going on in North Point. You can meet us there after you and Verandis are finished with the ruins.
There you are. I hope you didn't have any trouble finding this place. Ah, I take it Gwendis found you, and I assume that you dealt with Rizal Jul. Then we are ready to begin. Let's find out why they tried so hard to hide this place from my memories. A forgotten tumble of ruins in the desolate Lokrata Hills. I found a trap door that should grant us access to the chambers beneath, but it's locked tight. Look around for a way to open the trap door, and I'll meet you at the West Tower. I advise caution, my friend. As with Rizal Jul and Camp Tamrith, I have a feeling that the enemy remains at least one step ahead of us. Since I assume that Montclair's memory was never affected, who knows what we may find in the ruins below. Over here. Did you find anything that might help us? You found a key? Very good. Enter the ruins and I'll follow right behind you. Way ahead. It is. A veil has been cast upon these ruins. It's just as I expected. Lorea knew I'd come here and has placed an obstacle in our way. As I feared, the delay caused by my missing memories allowed Montclair to reach this place before us. This veil, it has Lorea's deft touch about it. Lorea has placed a veil upon these ruins. It's a simple illusion spell that she amplified using the power of the Lightless Remnant. It hides the true topography and makes us see exactly what she wants. She set the trap, and we walked right into it. And we pushed forward. Lorea's veil is far from perfect, and she made it specifically to hinder me and my vampiric charges. She wasn't expecting you, however. You should be able to guide us through the veil using the tears that littered the illusion. The way ahead appears blocked, but I'm sure it's another illusion. The veil hid this gauntlet of traps from us. We need to move through this area with caution. Real chasm? Probably shouldn't chance it. See if you can locate another tear. This way. With the veil torn, I can see a way up over there. We need to clear this portion of the veil so that we can move forward. See if you can rip open a tear and shred this illusion. Whenever you are, my friend, I just hope that there are a sufficient number of tears for you to rip apart. I'd hate to get trapped within Lorea's veil with no way out. Hopefully that's the last of the veil. Let's see if we can get through that door now. Well done, my friend. I'll meet you on the other side. I think what we're looking for is just beyond this chamber. The item we seek is through here. Follow me. This must be what we're looking for. Amazing. It's as though it has been waiting for us all of this time. I wonder, is this book real, or just another of Lorea's illusions? Remarkable. It appears to be an intact volume of Ayleid lore. If it's real, then this is what we came here to... No. This can't be correct. This is all about the Remnant of Light, before it became corrupted. It mentions that the Remnant requires a vessel to make full use of its limitless potential. A container for its abundant power. Now, that seems likely. Between the relic's magic and the vampiric abilities I inadvertently provided, Montclair has become more powerful than I expected. The book also says that if we break the vessel, we break the relic. I will need to think upon that. Well, my friend, it appears that the book is real and not part of Lorea's illusion. I believe it will be of great help to us in the trials ahead. That said, I have much research to do. Ancient Ayleid isn't my native language, you know. I believe so, yes. I have much more reading to do before we get to that point, though. Know that we wouldn't have this advantage if not for you. I could never have navigated Lorea's Veil without your help. While I continue my research, you should head to North Point. Gwendis caught wind of Lorea in that area, and I had her direct Durell and Tamrith to take their troops north. I'm sure they'd appreciate any help you can provide. Baron Dorrell considers North Point to be his seat of power. He has a number of holdings there, including a lucrative maritime endeavor. It makes sense that Montclair would send Lorea there. If they control North Point, they control the North. Gwendis reported that North Point has been sealed. I fear Montclair already controls the city. Find Baron Dorrell. He commands the troops amassing outside the city. I'm sure he has a plan in motion. Talk to the Baron and see what you can do to help. I expect that Baron Dorrell and his troops will have found a good vantage point outside the city. While you help them liberate North Point, I'll continue to study the Ayleid book we discovered.
Nice of you to finally join us. Those damn Montclairs have locked me out of my own city. If any of my people have been hurt, I'll kill Montclair and his daughter with my bare hands. You know how to get things done. Join up with Scordo and help him find a way into the city. I'll keep the troops on alert and ready to move on your signal. Reports indicate that Baron Montclair hasn't been seen in weeks, though this mess has his fingerprints all over it. His daughter Larea, on the other hand, isn't afraid to show her face. We're assuming she's in command here. Prior to her mother's illness, she was a charming young woman, a real magic-using prodigy. Now it's like she's been replaced by a dark seducer. Men and women will do anything to please her. And she's shown a remarkable affection for extreme cruelty. I sent Scordo and a small group to establish a secure base among the farmhouses outside the city. He's supposed to find a way into North Point and then send us a signal. Since that hasn't happened yet, I assume he's still working on it. Countess Tamrith went with him. Against my better judgment, I might add. And that fancy knight Darien decided to tag along. He's gotten rather friendly with Scordo since he arrived. I hope they can slip inside, or this is going to be a long siege.
You walked into the wrong farmhouse, Montclair! Well, kiss a troll and call me Pumpkin. I know you from Shornhelm. Did Baron Dorell send you? I was the orc, in the cage. Not my most shining moment, but it's not like I'm a noble or anything. No matter, I'm just glad you're here. It's a disguise. What's wrong? Don't you like it? Is my helmet on crooked or something? We're going to sneak into North Point. Not usually my approach, but Countess Tamrith and Darien helped us get this far. No idea. He went to scout around and hasn't come back yet. So far, we've learned the patrols outside the city consist of untrained fighters with orders to keep people away. Only the officers seem to know what's going on inside. I suggested busting a hole in the wall, but the Countess decided we should save that as a last resort. Darien went out to search while we took care of the farmers. They came to us for help, and you know how the Countess feels about refugees.
May the light bathe and bless these people. May it guide their way and grant peace to those they have lost. I promised to serve the people of Rivenspire, my friend. That doesn't mean I get to sit in a tower and make others take all the risks. Besides, these poor farmers are in need of a healer, and that just happens to be one of my specialties. Not much, I'm afraid. The soldiers we captured won't give up any secrets. But we do know they are totally committed to Larea Montclair. Darien went out to see if he could learn more. He's been gone for a long time, and I'm starting to get worried. I'd appreciate that. Look toward the eastern farmsteads. Montclair's forces seem to be concentrated in that area, so it stands to reason that Darien would be curious about what they're doing there. Just be careful, and don't give away our presence.
Do your worst, lackey to a foreign crown! I won't tell you anything! Well, I guess that would be all right. I am a guard of the First Order, a member of the Blood Talon Cloaks of House Montclair. More than that, you won't get out of me. Why could that possibly matter? Really? Your beloved Countess would never stand for that! You're bluffing! You're the one? You killed Rizal Jul? I'm just a guard. The officers know what's going on, but they never tell us anything. All I can tell you is they have a camp to the east, on the coast. If you want information, you have to talk to an officer.
Can you believe it? The officers won't tell us a thing. We're not even... Can you believe it? The officers won't tell us a thing. We're not even allowed in the city.
I was wondering when you were gonna show up. Want a bite? Reconnaissance, but keep your voice down. No need to wake the good captain. And know what I learned? There's not a single guard in North Point. Not a one. Lorea ordered them to get out and to keep everyone away. Isn't that enough? I was fairly proud of that bit of espionage. But you're right, there's more. The good captain here let slip that there's a smuggler's tunnel. Leads right into the heart of the city. It's our best option for getting inside.
My, Sir Darian. That was impressive. But when it comes to smugglers' tunnels, I think there's a thing or two I can teach you.
I'm not sure how to respond to that. Why don't you find out what our vampire vixen is talking about?
I must say, Darian certainly has a way with the ladies. That's not how I'd go about extracting information from the enemy, but I can't fault his results. The old smuggler's tunnel should lead into the city, if we can get through it. Well, the smugglers who use the tunnels installed a gate. Gives them a monopoly on the black market at North Point. The tunnel will get us into the city, if we can get past the locked gate. The smuggler boss is a tough pirate. Goes by the name of Lagra. If anyone has a key, it's her. But the Montclairs attack any boats that approach the city. There are wrecks up and down the coast. If Lagra's still alive, that's where we'll find her.
What do you think you're doing on my ship? Do you know what I did to the last stowaway I found? Well, the last time I looked, my hold didn't lead into the city. Wait a moment. My key! If you're one of those Montclair bastards, I won't go down without a fight. Now give me back my key. Well, you're a tough one, aren't you? All right, we'll do it your way. I was coming back to get my key. I need to get into North Point myself, rescue my gang. Why should I let you have the key when I have my own needs to consider? At the moment, all I care about is the safety of my gang. They were inside when the city fell. But if this turns out to be a trick, Oblivion won't be big enough for you to hide in. The tunnel's in the cove. It will take you into the city. The tunnel is inside the cove beneath the lighthouse. That key will unlock the trapdoor.
Over here, by the rocks. Come on, I'll take you to where the others are waiting. Tell us you found something, hero. We could use some good news.
I'm not interested in news. Just tell me you found a way to get us into those tunnels.
Tell me you found something good, hero. It's not like the fate of Rivenspire is hanging in the balance or anything. Right then, let's go see what Lorea's doing in there. But brace yourself. I don't think we're gonna like what we find. North Point. It just feels empty. I sense life in there, but it's faint. Barely perceptible. We need to be ready for anything. His lordship, the Baron over there, wants us to head inside, see what's going on, and secure the area. He wants us to be slow and careful so as not to damage his precious city. Good job getting that key, by the way. Now let's go save North Point. I need to let Verandis know what's going on. In the meantime, talk to Scoldro. He knows the city like the back of his hand.
So it's just us mortals from here on in? It's fine with me. I don't mind admitting that the idea of friendly vampires kind of creeps me out. North Point was my home for the last few years, so I know the place pretty well. Never snuck in through a smuggler's tunnel, though. That's gonna be a new experience. Just remember that we're part of House Montclair and things should go fine. We need to sneak in slowly, one at a time. Wandering around as a group would just be inviting trouble. The tunnel is supposed to lead through the lighthouse. We need to get inside and find a place we can use to get the lay of the land. Hold on! I'm coming with you! Let's check the buildings. There has to be one we can use as a safe location. Bollock lived here. I hope he isn't one of these blood fiends. Anyway, this place is too small for our needs. Let's keep looking. do nicely. Let's make sure it's clear. Go on. Go find the rest of our assault team. I'll have this place all cozy-like in no time. Because you're gonna go back out there and let them know where we are. And see if you can figure out where Lorrea is hiding while you're at it. I'll get the place settled and make sure we don't attract any unwanted visitors. Watch your arse out there. I mean, did you see all the vampires and blood fiends? Oh, you better hurry. We don't want to leave his lordship and her ladyship alone out there too long. It isn't safe.
When I heard the innkeeper scream, but I was too late. He gave me the key to the inn before he died. I think he tried to tell me something, but I couldn't make it out. Be on your guard. Here comes more of those monsters. Thanks for rescuing me. Just so you know, this isn't a usual occurrence. Oh, who am I kidding? This happens to me all the time. Can I assume the house you emerged from is our safe location? Of course it is. I'll just wander over and have a little lie down, if it's all the same with you.
Letting a noblewoman wander alone through a city full of vampires and blood fiends. What was Scordo thinking? RK guides our way as usual. Are they all like this? The people of Northpoint? Did Lorrea turn them all into these vile creatures? May the light watch over them. Praise RK. I can't believe that sweet Lorrea would do something like this to our people. What could have driven her to such horrors? I'll head to the manor and meet you there. Gather the others and let's meet at the manor. We have plans to make and I fear our time grows short. The light preserve us.
Where can you be? Oh, there you are. Have you found anything yet? I thought my son might be hiding here, in his office. But all I found was his journal. You might as well have a look. Alec and I haven't always seen eye to eye, and he's made no effort to hide his feelings about me in his journal. He does mention the arrival of Lady Lorrea, though. I'll tell you more when we gather with the others. No reason to repeat myself. Serene Manor. I know it well. Nice to see we finally found a good use for that pompous ass. I'll meet you there. We'll discuss the contents of my son's journal when the entire team is together. Try not to let the blood fiends suffer when you kill them. They were the citizens of Northpoint once. Around Dregside, they say you took Baron Sorek down a peg or two. Had it coming.
Rhea has been here all along, and your son didn't do a damn thing about it?
According to Alec's journal, yes.
She's crazier
He
than a
seems to have
cow.
been infatuated with the woman. Blood fiend.
More blood fiends? I hate this. Just give me something to hit already. But it does sound like your son betrayed North Point, Baron.
It's the Remnant. It put Alec under her spell. I'm surprised he was even able to write in his journal. Maybe that was his way of warning us.
Darian can't talk right now. I gave him something to relieve his pain, and to quiet him down for a little while. The man does love the sound of his own voice.
Can't talk now. The pretty lady said it's sleepy time. Shh.
The Baron was just filling us in on what was written in his son's journal. Spell or no, Alec has a lot to answer for. If he's even still alive. First, we need to find out if anyone survived Lorea's private party. The Countess heard noises coming from the inn. It's not much to go on, but at least it's a place to start looking. So Darian accomplished something useful after all. Go upstairs and get that key. Funny thing, Darian was scratched and battered, claimed the blood fiends bit him. But the Countess didn't find a single bite mark on him. Guess he was mistaken. Part of me wants to find Lorea in there. Then we could put a blade through her and be done with this business. But I really hope the townsfolk have crowded in there and barricaded the doors. Either way, we need to get in there and see.
Darian can't talk right now. I gave him something to relieve his pain, and to quiet him down for a little while. The man does love the sound of his own voice. The end of my staff. Right to the side of his head. Best way to quickly quiet a delirious soldier. He was making enough noise to give away our presence, and I was in no mood to fight a horde of those creatures. A key? Yes. He was holding on to it rather tightly. I had to pry it from his grip before I could tend to his injuries. Is it important? RK provides. Bless us all. I heard sounds coming from the inn as I made my way here. Now we can get inside and see what's in there. I hope it's the survivors of this terrible disaster. I'd hate to think that Lorea turned or killed them all.
I'm going with you to check on the inn. Scordo, when we give the signal, call in the army. Head to the inn. I'm right behind you. Ruler shouldn't have to cut down his own people like this. Let's check upstairs. Someone must have survived this nightmare.
Be silent. We don't want them to hear us. Whoever or whatever you may be, I advise you to go away and leave us alone. These people are under my protection, and I will not allow you to harm them. I believe we are perfectly safe up here. Thank you all the same. Now go away. You have more than enough victims to suit your needs. I won't allow you to have any more. That's just what I'd expect one of Lorea's minions to say. Now leave us alone.
You, in the attic. I am Allard, Baron of House Dorel, and I swear you will be safe in my hands.
It's good to see you're still alive, my old friend.
And you as well. But tell me, is Alec hiding up there?
I'm sorry to say, but no. I left him at your manor. He insisted that he wanted to stay. It's good to see Baron Allard again. He's like a brother to me. It's been weeks since we last saw each other. I only wish this reunion was under better circumstances. When Lorea sealed the city and began turning people into blood fiends, I used my sword to cut a path to this inn and led as many as I could to safety. I was forced to kill friends who turned into monsters, but I was able to save some of our people. Quite a few, and there are more hiding around the city, protected by members of the North Point Guard. I gave the order myself as soon as I saw what Lorea was doing. I just wish Lord Alec had been able to resist her as well. It started innocently enough. She had Lord Alec call a gathering at the square. Then she addressed the crowd, saying how the blessing of Montclair would soon be upon us. That we would join her, love her. Then people started turning all around us. A spell, perhaps? I'm not really sure. She made some strange gestures and spoke a few arcane words. Then it was as if a wave of power flowed out of her. People immediately began turning into blood fiends. But not everyone was affected by her blessing. Lady Lorea has taken Dorel Manor as her own. But I have a key. Take it. Save as many of our people as you can. And be aware that Lord Alec is still with her. He was alive when I last saw him, but completely under Lorea's influence.
I'll give the signal. It's time to liberate North Point from these monsters. Meanwhile, go to my manor and evict Montclair's daughter from the premises, with extreme prejudice.
All the nobles have gathered. What an excellent party. How exciting! Come up, come up! You must introduce yourself before you can join the festivities. Oh, I know you. You must be the one her beautiful ladyship has been expecting. You're just in time for our grand celebration. We're celebrating the new and better life that will soon be ours. Lady Lorea is going to honor us with her blessing, and then we will never die. Probably. But it's not what you think. We freely accepted the will of the beautiful Lady Larea. She loves us, and we're devoted to her every wish and whim. Careful, friend. That's the lovely Lady Larea you've just insulted. I'll forgive this first slight, but if you persist, I will be forced to defend my lady's honor. My lady is upstairs. I'm sure she'd love to meet you. And when she tells you about her blessing, about the wonderful gifts she brings, I'm sure you'll fall in love with her just as I have. Just as we all have. Friends, fellow nobles, the glorious blessing of Lady Larea is almost upon us. Let us prepare ourselves to bask in her presence.
You might as well come up. I know that you're here. I can take your pain away. I can make you feel so much better. Well, well, well. You're not at all what I was expecting. That makes this so much more exciting. Let me take a look at you. So you're the one who dispatched my father's pet Argonian. Well done, by the way. Well done. I'm so glad you're here. I was becoming dreadfully bored with Alec and the rest of these silly nobles. Isn't it fascinating? You want to strike me, but your weapon hangs loosely at your side. I wonder why that is. Oh, I know. It's because I will it. This is my world now. I feel your desire to please me, and I can use it to make you do as I wish. You believe the nobles are in danger? You want to save them? How sweet. They love me. They have given themselves to me. Thanks to the Remnant, I am their god. And now I also have you, the hero that Verandis presumed to use against my father and I. You're trying to resist me? Oh, what sport we shall have. But first, I have duties to perform. Come, join me downstairs. We must attend the celebration. Perhaps I'll even honor you with the first dance, before you try to kill me.
You need to resist her, my friend. You must break free of her spell before all is lost. Just as in Locrata, Larea has cast a veil. It hides her, protects her. We must find a way to enter the illusion. The basement! I can feel slight imperfections in the spell down there. The veil is a powerful illusion, but just as at Locrata, you can manipulate its power using Atea. You have entered the veil. Now find Larea and finish this.
As usual, Verandis once again ruins my fun. I guess I'll just have to destroy you now. Pity. But I can always get another pet.
Ah!
You hate me, don't you? Why does everyone hate me?
Ill met, werewolf!
I had hoped to save Loraya from this fate, or else I should have been the one to end her campaign. I'm sorry this unfortunate task fell to you. Loraya gathered the nobles here, played with them, forced them to love her. It was the closest she could get to real happiness since the loss of her mother. When she was done playing, she was going to turn them all into blood fiends. Your perceptions are excellent. She used this veil in two ways, to hide herself and to overwhelm your senses with illusion. Unlike Lokrata, instead of shredding the veil, this time you used the tear to enter Lorea's illusion. With Lorea's death, the power of the veil fades. As soon as it dissipates, the nobles will appear. But now the final confrontation draws near. Gather our forces and meet me at the Shrouded Pass. We must return to the Doom Crag to end this.
What happened?
Fate does not smile upon me.
By the Eight, who did this? What happened to my people? Loraya Montclair? Yes, she arrived here. She said she was here to help. Then, I can't remember anything else. Is the rest of North Point... is the city safe? I need to get outside. Find my father. I need to make sure that North Point's all right. Of course. Give us a moment to compose ourselves and we'll meet you outside. People, listen to me. Let's head outside and make sure the rest of the city is secure. We'll return for the fallen later. Right now, the living need us more.
In the name of High King Emmerich, and in accordance with the laws of the land, I hereby order the arrest of Alec Dorel for treason and the death of his kinsman.
But father, it wasn't my fault.
You allowed an enemy into our city, into our home. Dozens fell to these monsters because you couldn't ignore a pretty face.
I never meant for anyone to get hurt. I'm not even sure what happened. Loraya said she wanted to help, and... I'm sorry.
Apologies won't bring our people back. It won't return honor to our family name. Guards! Take Alec away. You are dead to me, Alec. Dead to me.
I'm sorry I disappointed you, father. It won't happen again.
You may not believe this, but that wasn't how I wanted our reunion to play out. But laws were broken. People died. I can't ignore our laws. Not even to save my son. I left Alec in charge. The safety of North Point was his responsibility. Someone has to answer for the deaths he caused this day. If I was in his position, I would expect the same treatment. Lorea paid, and for that I thank you. But Alec wasn't under a spell when he welcomed her into North Point. That was his choice. I won't leave him here to make the same mistake again. Shrouded Pass? That means Montclair is in the Doomcrag. Then the time has come to strike down the traitor and restore peace to our shores. But first I want to thank you for helping the people of North Point. I won't forget your bravery. It has been a grueling day. Restock and rest. We'll begin the march to the Doomcrag when you're ready. Then the time has come to meet Count Ravenwatch at the base of the Doomcrag. Head for the Shrouded Pass and find Verandis. I'll gather our troops and meet you there.
Kill the creature. It deserves nothing but our blades. Ah, it's good to see you again, friend. And what can I do for the hero of North Point? Most of Lady Lorea's followers fell quickly after you defeated her. But a few of her toughest, most loyal vampires have hidden themselves away like vermin under a rock. We've rooted out a few, but the work is dangerous and slow-going. If you're willing to face a few more of these bloodsuckers, I wouldn't turn you away. We've tracked the vampires to 3 different locations. Can you deal with this problem for me?
Now look what you do. Your constant blabbering led them right to us.
Laughing.
They found us! Defend yourselves! Killed our beautiful Lady Lorea! I'm going to rip out your throat and make you pay for that! Only the finest wares here.
I know that look, friend. Is the task complete? Are Lorea's remaining vampires destroyed? Then we are once again in your debt, champion. Here, take this, as a token of our deep appreciation. Now North Point can rest easy, at least as far as this threat is concerned.
Smell that air. Smells like victory. House Montclair's hold on Shornhelm has been broken, but our job isn't done yet. Montclair loyalists still operate out of Shornhelm, yes? Whatever they are planning, we must know. They use couriers to pass messages, and that is how we shall find their informer, their spy. Adusa would sniff him out, but for you, something more subtle. Start at the west gate, find the courier named Guitot. Follow him. Watch him. He will try to pass a message. Watch and see who comes to find it.
Your criminal ways will avail you nothing but an early grave.
Fine goods for sale.
spare some gold for a worker down on his luck? I saw him throw a coin in the fountain and took it before someone else did. If you want to know what I'm going to do with the coin, I'll probably use it to buy a heel of bread. Speaking of coins, I could use more if you can spare them. Do you think I'd rather beg than work? But work for a dust sweep isn't as common as it used to be. And a man's got to do what he can. I have a family to feed, after all. Bless you, and bless this glinting gift. Tonight I will turn this clanking metal into bread and turnips for my family's supper. A feat greater than the most talented alchemist can conjure, eh? Who can say? What with this civil war and all, maybe people don't care.
Please, don't walk away. Don't ignore me. I really need your help. This blasted war's been devastating to us common folk. Can you spare a few pieces of gold for a poor beggar? Ah, a trade, of course. Give me some gold and I'll tell you what I know. A pleasure doing business with you. He's a dust sweep. At least that's what he claims to be. I haven't seen him lift a broom or a brush in an elf's age. He has a house across the way which he shares with his wife.
Fine, how do you do? Do you make a habit of barging into a person's house? You're lucky. If I weren't so exhausted, I'd knock you over the head with my broomstick. If you're looking for my lazy husband, he's out somewhere, doing who knows what. I work 2 jobs to keep us fed, but they call him the dust sweep. Breaks my heart. He was, but there isn't much call for his services of late. Me, I take care of the miller's children every morning and then clean noble manors all afternoon. I'm wiped out. If you're looking for money, sure won't find any here. Well, I was going to use those for dinner. Ugh. What do you think you're doing? First you enter uninvited, then you start rifling through my cabinets. What is this, some kind of sick joke? Wait, I've never seen that book. What is it? He what? No. My husband has some silly ideas, but he's not... He wouldn't. What are you going to do? He didn't do this out of malice. He just wanted to support us. He hates that I have to work so hard. He's a good man, but they'll kill him for this. Keep the code book, just don't implicate my husband. You have what you need, right? Just keep Edward out of it. You get what you need, and my husband remains a free man. Oh, bless you. Don't you worry. I'll keep the fool in line from now on.
Have you discovered the identity of the informer? That's a strange way to put it, but Adusa will not pry. I'm disappointed we can't interrogate the informer, but the threat has been taken care of. Thank you. You have been extremely helpful, Five Claw. We unraveled the threads of this plot with skill. Over here, friend, when you get a chance.
What?
You have been extremely helpful, Five Claw. We unraveled the threads of this plot with skill and daring, like unrolling a spool of yarn. Yarn. Sorry, this one gets easily distracted sometimes. What were we talking about? Oh, yes, yes. This proves Montclair's allies are still plotting and scheming. While you were tracking the spy, Adusa did some tracking of her own. Arcorian Two-Blades, a ruthless killer, is now on the Montclair payroll.
Kill the killer. Adusa would rather do the work herself, but this codebook demands immediate attention. Find the assassin where he waits, west of town. When the deed is done, find me at Ravenwatch Manor. Bright moons guide you.
That's Two-Blades. He has been a scourge on Rivenspire for years. But working for Montclair, that is the straw that broke the Ponyquar's back.
I worked the Crow-Switch mines a while back. Glad to know the town is safe again.
Thank you for sparing me. I may never be my true self again, but I can still serve Rivenspire.
Give Adusa the good news. Tell this one that our Corian Two Blades is just a bitter memory. Best news, this one has heard all day. Rivenspire will sleep easier without that monster lurking in the shadows. Maybe we should change his name to No Blades, yes? Get it? Anyway, thanks for your help. It's good to see Verandis was right about you. You make Rivenspire a safer place with every task you complete. You had a taste with Two Blades. Ready for something with a little more meat on its bones? Adusa has been studying this codebook, gathering information, learning what she can. It seems Montclair's forces are resolved. They hired Two Blades to eliminate a list of targets. We need that list. Do you actually listen to what Adusa says? Yes! Get the list. This one learned that Rasaba the Keen carries the list. Kill Rasaba, or do not, Five Claw. As you choose. We only need the list. To find Rasaba and the list, head due south from the manor. Follow the river, and you should see them camped between Silverhoof Vale and Camp Temrith. Rasaba the Keen's as cunning as she is brutal. She fought her way to the top of her organization, climbing a ladder of blood. There's always a group of fierce young warriors at her side. If it turns into a battle, you're going to have a war on your hands.
Look at this mess! Damn blood fiends! Good to see you again, friend. Believe it or not, your presence actually makes us feel better. And I know that I feel safer with you around. I hate to ask, but I have another task that could use your help. The Countess sent a priest to sanctify the dead. Those of us particularly devoted to the light fear rising as undead creatures more than anything else. The priest is here to make sure that doesn't happen. Talk to Marnus Barclay. He'll tell you what needs to be done. You should be able to find Marnus Barclay toward the front of the camp. That's where I saw him last. Not to be rude, but the refugees need to take care of their own. At least in this matter. Best to let them bury their own dead. If they want help, they only need to ask. We'd be happy to dig a few graves, if that's what they need. Terrified. But if I need to battle a newly risen blood fiend, I'd rather it were an untrained commoner than a highly skilled soldier. Perhaps after you help Marnus Barclay with the dead members of the Guard, he can perform a few rituals for the refugees.
Blessed Arche, take these poor souls under your care. May your brilliant light cleanse their immortal souls. Oh, hello. Is there something you need, friend? Indeed, I could. Sanctifying, then burning bodies is a complicated process. If you could burn the bodies while I perform the sanctification rites, this will go a lot faster. Take this torch. Use it on the bodies of the soldiers while I perform the ritual of sanctification. Arche, bless this soul, and sanctify this broken vessel. May the light keep you in its warm and soothing embrace. May the light cleanse this vessel, and let it rest in peace. By the light's holy radiance, let the dead stay dead. I was considerably faster than I expected, thanks to your assistance. Not quite. If my count is accurate, there should be 1 or 2 more bodies that we need to find and sanctify. Let's check some of the nearby overlooks. I believe the survivors told me that a few battles took place in those areas. This one smells terrible. May the light bless you anyway. The light protect us. Now that that's over with, we should return to Camp Tamrith and let Lieutenant Sagug know that the task is complete. Closer than I hoped, I assure you. But the experience was illuminating. After seeing the lack of pity or compassion in those monstrous eyes, I'm more certain than ever that the living must be protected from this blood curse. Light watch over us.
What happened? I heard a commotion and was about to send a few of the guard to investigate. As long as the 2 of you weren't injured, that would have been tragic. Well, we'll all sleep a little better knowing that the dead have been laid to rest. Take this as a token of my appreciation.
My friend, your return, it is well-timed. For some reason, Montclair's forces have attacked the castle. This one can't imagine why they would do such a thing. Oh, yes. Adusa is fine. Nothing to worry about. Let's take a look at that list. Of course. Barandis, Adusa, and Quindis. We're at the top of the list. That would certainly explain why they attacked the castle, yes? We are the targets? Well, that only proves we are doing something right. If no one wants to kill you, you are not trying hard enough. This one always says. All? All is a very big number, Five Claw. This one smells more of them. All around, in the shadows. We'll meet them here, in the open. No, too open. Into the castle. Less directions to defend against. Quickly, Five Claw. Follow Adusa. Ready yourself, Five Claw. Here they come. Adusa has claws enough for all of you. Meet this one outside, my friend. Let's make sure we eliminated all of the assassins. How dare the fools invade Ravenwatch Castle? Did they really think they could prevail against us? Now, we fight back. These villains, they think they can strike at us where we live? They are fools, and less than fools. We will take the fight to them. Thanks to the information you have gathered, we know where the worm behind this hides. These assassins, they thought they were hunting us. Now Adusa turns the tables. Now we hunt them. Arcorian Two-Blades, Rasaba the Keen, they were hired by Montclair's nephew, a diseased worm named Robert. He seeks to turn Montclair's remaining forces into an army, bolstered by hired blades. Thanks to the codebook you found, yes, Robert is hiding inside the old Montclair Manor in Shornhelm's upper city. We'll meet in front of the manor house. Then we finish this, one way or another. Meet Adusa at Montclair Manor, Five Claws. It's in Shornhelm's upper city. This one must clean up here first, or Verandis will become very cross. He hates it when we play with our food.
Do not add to my troubles.
Montclair's nephew is close. Adusa can smell Robert from here. Adusa is very, very ready. Besides, the odds of actually dying, well, you know how it is with vampires. We're pretty hard to kill. Come, let us put an end to this. My claws and daggers are ready. This one will fight like a whirlwind of fury.
You've meddled in my father's business long enough. It looks like I'll have to kill you myself.
Light it!
Adusa is so happy she could just purr. The fighting, the blood, the excitement. Adusa hasn't had so much fun in an elf's age. And yes, we ended another threat to Rivenspire. That too. All in all, Adusa had a fine day. This threat? Yes. But don't worry, another will appear before you know it. You have been a friend to Adusa, and to Rivenspire. Stay fragrant, Five Claw. This one is sure we will meet again someday. You did well, my friend. Adusa would fight at your side anytime. You'll be the first person Adusa calls. Promise.
Work builds character, they say.
My friend, I am sorry you had to be the one to end Lorea's troubled existence. It was unfortunate, but necessary. And now, if we are to save Rivenspire, we must engage in another unfortunate act. The time to deal with Baron Montclair is upon us. Montclair is here. Of that there can be no doubt. He awaits atop the Doomcrag, where he somehow activated ancient defenses to block our path. We need to find a way around these defenses and then set up portals to transport our troops up the mountain. The book we uncovered at Lorkrata contains maps of the ruins, among other things. These maps show 2 portal chambers leading to the top of the Doomcrag. If you can reach the first chamber and open a portal, we can begin moving troops into position. Be on your guard. In addition to activating ancient defenses, Montclair has somehow awakened the Ayleid guardians that haunt these ruins. You may have to deal with them as well as you make your way into the first portal chamber.
Large door straight ahead. Clearly, that's the main entrance. That's the way we should proceed.
This door is closer. It could provide a shorter path. Perhaps fewer blood fiends to contend with.
I'd rather cut through the enemies I can see than walk blindly into something I can't. The ruins might be full of traps.
My dear Baron, you have an annoying habit of never listening to a word I say. You'll do as you please, as usual. I pray to the light that we have the will and the strength to end the threat of Baron Montclair. I think the nearby door leads up to the next level of this ancient ruin. It has to be safer than trying to run that gauntlet of skeletons, as the Baron suggests. Skordo has already gone inside to scout out the path.
I'm ready. No, I am more than ready. The time has come to put Baron Montclair down like the crazed dog he has become. Yes, I'm well aware of the Count's plan. I suggest the direct approach. Straight up the path and through the door at the end. No skulking through alien ruins as the Countess wants to do. And every enemy is in clear view along the way.
Are the nobles still bickering or discussing strategy, as they like to say? Gives me a headache. I needed to do something, so I decided to look around in here. Seems to be something up ahead, past the angry skeletons. I can kick some skeletal arse! Just what I needed. You go on ahead. I'll wait here and make sure the way stays clear.
Chamber. Look at the tiles on the floor. I wonder if this is an alien device to operate the barriers. Look! Something's happening! Can you see them? The alien spirits! Watch which tiles they go to. Each tile is marked with a constellation. Perhaps if we repeat the actions of the spirits, we can open the barrier that blocks our way. You did it! The barrier has disappeared. We can move on and try to find the portal chamber now.
You would find the chamber and open the portal. As our troops emerge from the portal and take a position outside, you need to make your way to the second portal chamber. Once you activate that portal, we can get the troops that much closer to the top of the Doomcrag. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We must step through each door we come upon in turn. For now, you need to reach the second portal chamber. Go on. Second portal chamber should be on the 3rd level. I want to make sure this portal is stable, and then I'll follow after you. Another barrier blocks our way. Look around and see if you can find a way to disable it.
Awake! The long eons of silence have finally come to an end. I speak in the coarse tongue of our servants, so that you may understand. Knowledge is the key that opens this door, and none may pass who have not gained knowledge. To the knowledge of which I speak, you must understand the cycle of time to pass beyond this chamber. When you feel you are ready, my riddle shall begin. Tell me, what is the time of dawning? Of birth and nourishing rain?
Ungar? That could mean iron. Or cold. I suppose this one refers to winter. Laurelace? The time of sweet water? That must refer to spring rains. Morelata? The dark light, dusk. I think this one was referring to autumn. The green shine? That's close, but not quite right. I'm guessing this refers to summer?
Awake! The long eons of... Tell me, what is the time of dawning? Of birth and nourishing rain? Awake! Tell me, time moves forward as sweet. Flowing water brings new life and new promises. A time of light and joy and abundant growth. Long hot days give way to short hot nights. Awake, a time of light and joy and abundant growth. Long hot days give way to short hot nights. Awake, a time of light and joy.
The green shine? That's close, but not quite right. I'm guessing this refers to summer?
Awake, a time of... The cycle advances, as the golden sun fills each long day. And end comes to all things. And like dusk comes before the night, this cycle comes before the grey of iron death. A time of reaping, yes? Of preparing for the cold that fills the world. Tell me true, if you really wish to pass. What is the season of iron grey? What is the cycle in which the world finally dies, at least for a time? The last cycle, when warmth is but a memory and rebirth seems an eternity away. Our duty has been fulfilled. We held the barrier in place until the proper time, which you unlocked by understanding the rhythm of the cycles. And like those cycles, our time has come to an end. You may pass in peace.
The barrier has fallen. The portal chamber should be just a short way ahead. The Doomcrag waits just beyond this chamber. The Doomcrag and Baron Montclair.
I don't know if I'll ever get used to traveling by portal. One moment you're there, the next moment you're here. It's positively disconcerting. Better than I expected. We met with some resistance, but thanks to your efforts, we've been able to move our troops quickly through this death trap. We should be, once everyone has come through the portal. Why don't you check with Count Ravenwatch and see if he's ready? I hate to say it, but his knowledge has been invaluable in all this.
I never really thought this day would come, but it is what Verandis has been training me for. I guess we're really going in there, into the Doomcrag. It's a bit scary, but I'm with Verandis to the end. I've seen the pain Verandis has suffered because of this place. It tortures him. Verandis has always been there for me. Always. I'll do anything for him. If that means invading the Doomcrag, then so be it. Probably more than he'll ever know. But that's besides the point. We need to end this and make things right. Even if we have to die to accomplish that. I never really...
Once again, you succeeded at the task set before you. Well done, my friend. A battle won, but the war rages on. We must reach the Lightless Remnant and destroy it. But Montclair will grow more desperate the closer we get to that cursed relic. Are you ready, my friend? Once more into the breach. I fear that Montclair will have a surprise or two waiting for us within the Doomcrag. I suddenly have the feeling that bringing an army up here was a terrible mistake. Never mind that now. We must reach the Lightless Remnant and end this madness. Tell the troops to remain here. They need to make sure none of Montclair's soldiers follow us up into the Doomcrag. Do not question me. If my orders aren't followed to the letter, Montclair will defeat us and Rivenspire will be lost. Talk to Countess Tamrith and Baron Doro. Tell them what I have said. Then meet me at the bridge that leads to the Doomcrag.
What word, my friend? Is Verandis ready for the troops to ascend the Doomcrag? Remain behind and deny them the glory of being there when we achieve victory? Never! When Verandis starts his march to the top of the Doomcrag, we will be with him every step of the way. I'll leave enough soldiers to protect our flank, but our best soldiers are coming with me. Tell the Count that we're coming with him, whether he likes it or not.
Do you believe that man? And to think, I thought him to be dashing and heroic. But enough of such matters. You aren't here to discuss my personal life. Tell me, what news from Count Ravenwatch? Are we ready to march against Montclair? And as a little girl, I wanted a pet guar I could decorate with ribbons and call Penelope. But we don't always get what we want, especially in war. The light has guided us this far. It is not done with us yet. I thought I made that clear. The Count has been an invaluable ally, but he is not in charge of this expedition. My troops have served us well. They deserve to see this through to the end. Tell the Count that we're going with him to Doomcrag.
I'm trying to talk some sense into the Countess. She needs to abandon all this light nonsense and start trusting in herself and her own abilities. Besides, she's much too pretty to hide her head inside a prayer book all the time. I think I'd have better success coaxing an Ogrim into my bed. The Countess won't listen to a word I say. She's convinced that religion is the answer to all our troubles. After this, I'm done with House Tamrith and beautiful nobles. Wouldn't be the first time I did something crazy, now would it? I'm in this until the end. After that, well, I'm sure something else will come along.
Turn back now, and take the other mortals with you. Your flesh and blood is too fragile to withstand the power of the cursed relic. We only seek to save you from the fate that befell us so very long ago. This place is cursed, tainted by a terrible power that has grown corrupted and impure. We do not wish to see you succumb to its vile touch. When we came to this land many eons ago, we brought with us a powerful relic to help us tame its wilderness and allow us to survive. It was originally La Tanya, the light of life, forged by our greatest sorcerers. It helped plants grow and healed illnesses. It helped us bring life to this barren wilderness. We were attacked by the savages that dwelled here before us. It was a brutal fight, and much blood was spilled. Many died on both sides of the conflict. Blood and death tainted the light of life. The relic changed. It became Abagandra, the lightless remnant, a beacon of death. Moreover, when the vampire touched it, the corruption intensified, became more potent. If the relic is destroyed, the blood curse will flow unhindered throughout the land.
You must do exactly as I taught you. Yes, the power of the remnant will call to you, tempt you. You must be strong enough to withstand that lure.
I'm ready for this. You know that. Stop treating me like I'm a novice, Verandis. I won't fail you. I won't let you down.
You have never disappointed me, Gwendis. But the remnant is more powerful than you can imagine. Be on your guard. Now head inside. I'll join you in a moment. I trust you have spoken to Tamrith and Dorel. Are the soldiers standing guard at the second portal? The fools! I just wish I would have realized our mistake before we made it this far. I didn't realize that our proximity to the Remnant would be our undoing. The Remnant feeds off life, devours it. Not only will Gwendis and I be susceptible to its lore, but the soldiers... they're just more fodder for the blood curse. No, it's too late for that now. We have to move forward and hope we're not overwhelmed by our own forces. But if any of them turned into blood fiends, I promise to end their suffering as quickly as possible. This is where it happened. Where Layla died, and Montclair changed.
Where are Montclair's forces? I thought for sure we'd have to fight a horde of blood fiends to make it through this place.
Montclair is a strategist. He's waiting for us to make a mistake that he can take advantage of. I fear that mistake is about to be made.
Soldiers, spread out! Secure this
You should have heeded
chamber.
my warning, Baron. This is no place for you.
You would deny our moment of glory, Count? The light shines on us this day.
There is no light here, Countess. Only darkness and death.
Arcade, protect us! What is that?
Baron Montclair. He's here.
Troops, on my command.
Welcome, Verandis. And like a good guest, I see you brought me gifts to play with. Allow me to grant my blessing to your army.
This is exactly what I feared. He's turned our own troops into blood fiends.
How does it feel to watch those who you care about turn against you, Verandis? Wife, my daughter, you've taken everything I ever loved,
Wyman,
Verandis!
I'm sorry. I never meant for any of this to happen.
My daughter loved you, Verandis. She loved you!
The Remnant. It drove Lorea insane. Are those giant skeletons?
You've grown strong, Verandis. Your allies grant you strength.
Come out and face us, you coward. You can't hide from us forever.
Wyland, please. We can find a way to free you from this power.
To what end, my old friend? My wife is dead. My daughter killed by your own hand. What do I have if not this power? I think I prefer to let you experience my pain. My suffering. To let you see what it's like to lose everything you hold dear.
No, Montclair. Stop this madness.
Come, Gwendis. You look famished. Allow me to prepare you a feast fit for my new queen.
No, Montclair, please! I never should have brought everyone here. I should have handled this on my own. You're in danger as well. Montclair will eventually try to use you against me. Montclair has never left the Remnant Chamber. He was able to defeat us by working through a projection. I assume he's teleported Gwendis and the others to his side. I'm still connected to the one who turned me. The answer to our problem rests with him. If we are going to defeat Montclair, you must trust me this one last time. I will not betray you. We can discuss that later. For now, we need to reach Gwendis before the Remnant corrupts her and she feasts upon the others. Head upstairs and I'll follow right behind you. I can feel them. Gwendis, Tamrith, and Doral are still alive. But I can also feel Gwendis' hunger. She won't be able to hold back much longer. We must be ready to do whatever is necessary. Let's go. Be on your guard. Montclair will do everything he can to stop us. If Gwendis has been harmed, or any of our friends, I'll show him no mercy. Close. Sense that Gwendis is nearby. Gwendis? What has he done to you?
Verandis, help. Please, help me. Their blood smells so good. These restraints, they won't hold me back much longer.
You must control yourself, Gwendis. We'll find a way to get you out of there. Show yourself, Wyland. Tell me what you want. Tell me, Montclair, answer me! I'm sorry, my friend, but it seems we're going to have to play Montclair's game to free the others. If we don't get Gwendis out of there soon, those restraints will break, and she'll feed on the nobles. Montclair has constructed a blood ward to imprison Gwendis and the others. The Remnant, its proximity is playing havoc with Gwendis' hunger. The urge to feed is stronger in her than ever. He's using alien magic to increase the power of the ward. I'll do my best to dispel it, but I think we'll need to destroy the statues if I'm going to have any chance to succeed. You must protect me while I attempt to unravel the spell. Montclair will strike when I'm distracted. You must keep me safe, or we'll never reach Gwendis in time. One more thing, watch for an opportunity to destroy the statues. As long as they power the ward, my efforts will be less effective. Are you ready? Then may luck be upon us both.
I did it. I resisted. I didn't feed. Wait. What happened to the nobles? Did I remember wrong?
They're fine, merely unconscious. I'm proud of your restraint, Gwendis.
What's going on in here? Is the Countess all right?
Damn it, Darian, slow down! Wait for me, you long-legged bastard!
Baron and the Countess are fine, but you both arrived just in time to move them to safety.
Take them out? But we just got here. We want to help take down Montclair. Neither of us has had a good fight in... well, it's been at least a couple minutes.
No, Darian, this battle is not one that you and Scordo can win. Leave Montclair to us.
But... oh, very well. But I get to help take down the next would-be world conqueror we come across. Deal?
As you wish, brave Darian, as you wish. And now, my friend, the time has come to face Montclair. Rivenspire needs Tamrith and Dorel. They cannot be allowed to perish here. I need to help get them to safety before I join you up above. They will, with my help. Besides, I can't face Montclair just yet. There are preparations I must make to ensure our success. But time grows short, and you must distract Montclair to give me time I need for my preparations. If Montclair dies while connected to the Remnant, the relic breaks and unleashes its curse upon Rivenspire. No one would be safe from the Blood Fiend Plague. We need to stop Montclair, but we need to do so in a way that doesn't doom Rivenspire. That, my friend, is what I still need to work out. And while I do that, I need you to keep Montclair busy. You have done more than I ever hoped, my friend, and I am proud to have fought beside you. Now go. We both have jobs left to do.
Wash over you! The Remnant and I are one! Its power flows through me! Trappings mean nothing. They're empty to me. But doomed Rivenspire! Let the power of the Remnant burst free!
You did it! The power threatens to break free. I can feel it. Power. I could consume it. Become stronger than I ever imagined. No. I can't give in to this temptation. I must remove the Remnant from this place. Take it to the plane of my master. We need to talk. One last time. Time is against us, my friend. I must remove the Remnant from this place before it is too late. I need you to do something for me first, though. Adusa, my oldest, most trusted ally. Tell her that House Ravenwatch is hers now. She must carry on our work. Continue to train Gwendis, and any others who need her help. Because I need to take this relic out of this realm. It needs to be transported to a place where it can't do any harm. I have made a deal with my master. Molag Bal has agreed to take me and the relic to Cold Harbor. It is the only way to make certain that Rivenspire is saved. Molag Bal will take the relic into his realm. Rivenspire, all of Nirn, will be safe. The deal has already been made. It's either this, or allow everyone to turn into the very fiends we worked so hard to save them from. There is no other way. Tell Gwendis that I will miss her. She was always so full of life. Farewell, my friend.
Look, everyone! We've got a survivor!
What happened? Where's Verandis?
You actually survived the destruction of the Doomcrag? That's remarkable. I mean, I've seen you do some amazing things. I'll never forget our adventures in Glenumbra. But to walk out of a collapsed mountain? That's really impressive. That persnickety vampire really came through in the end. He was a good man. For a vampire, I mean. We won the day, and that's what matters. The people of Rivenspire are safe now. Just barely. We made it out right before the damn mountain came crashing down. I still don't know what kind of magic you did up there to defeat Montclair, but remind me never to get on your bad side. Before we go, you need to talk to Gwendis. She's not taking this well. I even tried my sad face. It usually works. But she almost bit my head off. Anyway, we'll see you back in Shornhelm.
I'm glad the light saw fit to guide you back to us, my friend. If not for you and Verandis, we all would have died in there. The Count's name will be remembered. I promise you that.
It's finally over, isn't it? What a terrible price we had to pay for this victory, though. A lot of good men and women died, including Verandis. For a vampire, he turned out to be an honorable man.
I thought for sure that dropping a mountain on top of you would turn you into a fine paste. Not sure how you got out of there, but I'm glad I was wrong.
He's really gone, isn't he? The mighty Verandis. I hate this. I really hate it. Sacrificed? Like in dead? What do you mean he sacrificed himself? No. Why'd you let him do that? Do you know how hard he worked to distance himself from the prince? If Verandis is still alive, the prince won't give him up easily. But why did he leave me here? I should have gone with him. How do you know what he wanted? He was everything to me. Why didn't he tell me what he was planning? Why didn't he let me help him? Saved us. Doesn't feel like I was saved. But Verandis always carried a great weight on his shoulders. Maybe that's been lifted from him now. I can only hope, right? Before we go, take this. Verandis gave it to me, but I can't keep it. You helped him so much. You should have it. You helped the man I cared about, the man I loved, and you were with him to the end. This belongs to you. I need a little time to say my farewells. Don't worry about me. I won't do anything stupid. But you need to get back to Shornhelm. Without Verandis there, they're gonna need your help to figure out what happens next. All of this, it happened because Rivenspire doesn't have a true leader. If that doesn't change, it won't be long before the region falls into chaos once more. At least, that's what Verandis used to say. I'll find my way. Verandis taught me well. And Dedusa's back at the manor. She'll keep me company. Things will be all right. It'll just take time. Now go. Get out of here and go help the High King choose a ruler for Rivenspire.
You actually survived?
So here we are. Baron Montclair's dead, and that damn artifact is destroyed. Yes, you can pat yourself on the back, all right. You've saved Rivenspire, and that's no small thing. You do realize this creates a predicament for me, though, don't you? Well, I can't very well go on pretending the nobles can share the throne. Everyone knows what a colossal mistake I made there. I'm going to have to crown someone. A king or a queen of Shornhelm. Someone to rule Rivenspire, don't you think? Exactly. So I have to choose. Countess Tamrith or Baron Dorell. Frankly, since you've recently fought alongside the two of them, I would appreciate your counsel. Speak to them, if you wish. Think about it, and then give me your recommendation.
I think that Countess Tamrith and Baron Dorell both could be excellent rulers. The important thing is that we crown someone. And today must be the day.
We've come through much to reach this point. We won a battle for the very soul of Rivenspire. Now comes the responsibility of rebuilding the kingdom. I hope High King Emmerich gives me the opportunity to lead us through the difficulties ahead. I do. I've come to respect Countess Tamrith. She's a bright young woman, but she's not qualified to rule the kingdom. The coming days demand decisive leadership and a firm hand. You know that as well as I. That makes me the perfect choice. First things first, we need to rebuild our defenses. The Shornhelm Guard has been decimated by the Civil War, and we'll need to recruit and retrain hundreds of young men and women to restore our strength.
It's a miracle that we...
You faced down Montclair and lived to tell about it. I'm envious, you know. Things are going well. I even plan to resume my duties in the Guard. Gwendis has been very patient. I still have a hard time with the blood-drinking business, but I'm learning.
It's a miracle that we survived and triumphed over Montclair. thanks in no small part to my steady leadership. May Arche grant the High King the wisdom to see that I am the best choice to lead Rivenspire. I do. Baron Dorel is a good man, but he can be dangerously short-tempered and is far too quick to act. Shornhelm has had enough impetuous rulers in its history. We need a thoughtful ruler who truly has the people's best interests at heart. Helping the people of Rivenspire recover. So many of the kingdom's subjects have been displaced. So many have lost loved ones. We must do what we can to restore the people's faith and get their lives back to at least a semblance of normalcy.
Take as much time as you like, my friend. It's only the High King and the entire kingdom of Rivenspire waiting. Good. Though I do hope you've given the matter due consideration. This isn't like choosing which tunic to wear in the morning. It will affect many lives and the future of the Daggerfall Covenant. Tell me then, House Tamrith or House Dorel? She's very young, but perhaps that means she will bring some much-needed change. Very well. If that's your counsel, I will make Countess Tamrith the Queen of Shornhelm. Are you certain she is the best choice, though? The bright young Countess Tamrith, then. I know she is thoughtful, humble, and as sharp as an assassin's dagger. I am sure she will make a courageous queen. Queen Eseld of Shornhelm. It even has a nice ring to it. Then it's decided. Thank you for your counsel. Both Queen Eseld and myself will be in your debt. After all you've done, there's no reward that can express my gratitude, but please, accept this gift. I'd feel guilty if I didn't give you something.
Might I have a word with my husband's new best
have everyone's
friend?
attention? I have decided to crown a new Queen of Shornhelm. Eseld Tamrith, please come forward. I hereby name your house the new Royal House of Shornhelm.
I give you my solemn oath, Your Majesty. I will lead the kingdom of Shornhelm with wisdom and honor, and I pledge my eternal allegiance to you and to the Daggerfall Covenant.
All hail the new ruler of Rivenspire.
Thank you for your faith in me. I will do all that I can to prove I deserve this honor. And you will always be welcome in Shornhelm.
You faced down Montclair and lived to tell about it. I'm envious, you know.
I respect the High King's decision, but I can't hold my tongue. I have serious doubts about Queen Iselde's ability to rule. I hope she proves me wrong, or all of Rivenspire will pay the price.
You realize that since I made this decision based on your recommendation, that if ever there's a rebellion in Rivenspire, well, you'll at least have to help me clean it up.
Today is a fortuitous day indeed for Rivenspire, though I fear other kingdoms within the Covenant may not be so lucky. I know that my husband considers you to be his champion, but I wonder if you might be willing to assist his queen as well? I have heard troubling news from Sentinel. Rumors say that enemies from my father's past have returned. I wrote to him right away, of course, but as everyone knows, King Faharajad can be slow to respond. Still, I fear for his safety. Necromancers. Their kind has not been seen in the Alikir Desert for years, but that only makes them more dangerous. If you can go to Sentinel and just ensure all is well, it would be a relief. I have made travel arrangements, if you are willing. Look for a ship called the Don Posset offshore at North Point. The first mate, Elvira Dere, should be waiting for you on the docks, ready to leave for Sentinel. When you get there, just make sure the city is safe. Only visit my father, if you wish. Look for a ship, of course. I'm relieved already, just knowing that you will go. If there is any trouble there, I know my father could use help, whether he wants it or not. I'm sorry, I digress. You said you have a question. When I was very young, there was a necromancer, Satura. He raised an army of the dead and marched on Sentinel. Though my people will not fight the dead, somehow my father won the battle. If Satura has returned, though, it would be very bad. No, it is a matter of faith. Our people believe that desecrating the dead, even if they have been risen, is a terrible dishonor. This is why a necromancer in Sentinel would be a very bad thing, and why I am concerned for my father's safety. My husband has many admirable qualities, and one of them is a hopeless optimism. He rarely takes action until a problem has at least been confirmed. As I said, I have only heard rumors of trouble in the Alakir. Hopefully it is nothing.
What?
Hey there. You the one Queen Maria bought passage for to Sentinel? All right. I'm just glad you didn't bring along a chest full of luggage. We got to row out to the Posset in this little dinghy here. Real glamorous, eh? As long as you don't mind rowing. Captain Mark already let me do all the rowing on the way in. Such a gentleman. Yeah, I wouldn't expect any rowing from him. We're ready whenever you are. Just say the word? Well, the captain's convinced we still haven't shaken that string of bad luck that started back in Stormhaven. That's a load of dung, though. We got a new crew and a new ship, the Dawn Posset. What more does he want? Beats the oblivion out of me. I don't know. He came into a pretty good-sized pile of coin not long after we saw you in Wayrest. Bought all kinds of cargo with it. Legitimate cargo. Things he's hoping to sell at other ports. We haven't sold anything yet, though.
So you're headed out to the desert too. That works. I got some timber to sell there in Sentinel. I sure as Oblivion better make more off this trip than the price of your fare.
Hey there. Then let's get the Oblivion out of here. Come on, Captain. It's your turn to row. All right, you lubbers. Time to cast off. We're here all right, but I'm not sure I'm going to be getting off the boat. In fact, I say we just put right back out to sea. You bet your arse there is. Queen Morea's messenger said she had heard rumors. Well, you bet your arse there is.
Zombies. Hordes of the damn things. Of all the ports in Tamriel, why this one? I sailed all the way across the Iliac Bay, and I need a glass of grog. I've shared a drink with some unsavory characters, but I draw the line at zombies. I think I'll stay off the docks for now. You can't smell their soggy, rotting flesh? Just walk down the causeway there. You'll see them. Damned army of them. Question is, why aren't the Sentinel Guards doing anything? Nah, I've seen a few of the bootless louts skulking around, behind crates and such. Someone needs to go grab one of the guards and ask what in oblivion's going on here. You up for it? There you go. Give the guards a kick and tell them to get to work. I've got cargo to unload. If the guards can't help us, look for the dockmaster. Maybe he's got half a brain. Unless the zombies have eaten it, of course. As if this day hadn't gone to oblivion already. You feel the need to remind me of all my debt? Yes, I still owe Sarashi. The Dawn Posset is a quality ship. It'll take time to pay her off.
I have the ship's security well in hand. You'd do best to deal with the dead on these docks.
I'll protect the ship and Captain Mark. None of these dead men are getting past me. Get out there and deal with it. Do what you do best.
Got a lot to do.
Where has that confounded Guar gotten to now? Puddles, come to Mama, you stupid, stupid creature. Not something, someone. My darling little Puddles. She wandered off. She does that when she gets bored or I'm not paying attention. Puddles usually finds her way home, but we've just moved here. If she's gotten lost, I'll never forgive myself. Really, that's so kind. Puddles loves day-old fish. You can probably get some at the docks. I hear Grubdosh catches more than he can sell, and he has a soft spot for adorable creatures. And take it from me, nothing is more adorable than my Puddles.
I'm not sure where that thing was, but it nipped at my finger. Fish? Why do you want my fish? I only have one left, and it's right here in my pocket. I had to fight off that little monster to keep it. And I'm certainly not gonna just give it to you. Oh, your pet is lost? Is it a little puppy? A cute little kitty cat? Oh, never mind, it doesn't matter. I love cute little animals. Here, take Petunia. You'll find your lost pet in no time. Just watch out for that lizard chicken thing. It's a monster.
You found my Puddles. Oh, Puddles, what kind of trouble did you get yourself into? Thank you so much for bringing my adorable Puddles home, friend. Here's a small reward. I know it's not much, but I want you to have it. Puddles, you make me worry so. You can be such a bad guar sometimes. Puddles, no! Bad Puddles! Come back here, you stupid, stupid creature.